Hi and welcome. It's Megan here. Welcome or welcome back to another video. We are doing apartment tours. I'm so excited. I'm touring apartments in Atlanta, Georgia, 1-bedrooms, and I figured I'd take you guys along with me. So let's get into it. I want to stay in the Midtown or Buckhead area, and I'm looking for an apartment, $2,000 max, because that's high, you know what I'm saying? That's the budget, okay? So I really want to spend less than that, and I really want large windows, floor to ceiling if possible. I really want an island, a balcony. If I can have a view, that would be great. And also a really pretty bathroom with decent sized storage, decent sized closet, preferably walk-in. And yeah, I think that's everything. Also, as far as lighting, I really want to feel very bright and airy in there. If I can get direct sunlight, that would be great. So those are all the things on my list and what I'm working, what I'm looking for. So let's go see the first couple of apartments. Today is January 4th. I'm starting this super early because I can basically only go see apartments on Saturday, an occasional Sunday if the place is open, but mostly Saturdays. Today we're looking at 3 apartments. The first, and all 3 of them are in the Buckhead area today. I think later we'll do some in Midtown and then some downtown. But today there's 3, they're in Buckhead. The first one that we're going to see is called the Gentry. So I'm excited. I'm about to pull up now, and then we can go see this apartment and see what it's giving. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I even went up in there. It wasn't nothing under $2,000. What? I literally, the apartment, she showed it to me, and I was like, oh, this is it. I love it. I love it. And then she was like, it's $2,400. I was like, what? I'm sad. I'm low-key sad. And I don't know. I think it's because maybe I put on my spreadsheet, I put starting prices on my spreadsheet, but I think for this one I may have ignored the fact that the starting price for 1-bedrooms was in the 2000s and not, I put 17, but it's the studio. I think they have a studio that's 17. It's not available during the time that I want to go. So she only showed me the 1-bedrooms, and I was just like, oh, okay. And she's like, you want me to send you the pricing? And I was like, sure. And then one of them, the pricing for the exact unit I saw, I think it was close to 25 or 26 when you include all the fees. And she was like, you still want the pricing? I was like, sure, whatever. But I'm shook, okay? Atlanta it's some expensive stuff out here, okay? But it was beautiful. The amenities were fabulous. If you can afford to live there, do it, because if I could, I would. All right, but yeah, so now we're gonna go to the next place now, or not even now. I'm just gonna sit in the car for a minute, and then I'll go to the next place. I brought me some snacks. I'm doing 75 soft right now, and I'm trying to do where I only eat out on not really special occasions, but I'm trying not to eat out too much, because when I eat out I don't eat as healthy. So the snacks I brought with me, I have a little chomped bar and this applesauce from Both of these are from Aldi. So these are, you know, this one has protein. The other one's just, you know, kind of a little bit sweet. It's the unsweetened applesauce, but you know, apples are sweet. So I was going back and looking at the footage, and I noticed that I did not talk about. I was gonna go see another one. It's called the Irby. It's also in Buckhead. I actually did. I drove over there, and they ended up, I guess, having some system issue or error. So like their office was closed. They were sitting in there, but they wouldn't let me in. They had like a chain on the door, and there was a sign that said, "We're unable to do tours today. Sorry for the inconvenience." And I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. But maybe I'll go see that one later. I'm not really sure. But quickly, this apartment is called the Beverly by Alta, and this apartment is in Buckhead. I'm gonna insert the clips from when I looked at it. This one I really like. It's pretty, but it's a new build, so I think she said they were only at 40% capacity, and I could tell like this is one of those places where you're really paying for the amenities. They have a lot of fees. There's a lot of stuff. So I mean, if you have a whole bunch of extra money and you want a whole bunch of amenities and stuff, this is probably a good one. But for me, it was just like at the top of my budget. Like the specific unit she showed me that I did the video on, that one is a flat $2,000, plus just their standard fees are close to like $200-ish, and then also you still have to pay for like water and like electricity, other bills and things. So to me, it just seemed really expensive for what you get, and I wouldn't even get a balcony. I just feel like, how the apartment $2,000 and don't have no balcony? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody doesn't want a balcony, so that doesn't. That's just how I feel about it. And most of them didn't have a balcony, so that it wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. Hi. Okay, it's about 2 weeks later now. I have 4 apartment tours today. 4, I know. So they're literally almost all back to back to back to back. So I need to actually hurry because the next one, or the first one of the day, is at 10:30 and it is 9:55. So to get my water. I'm still doing 75 soft right now, so I'm trying to drink 3 liters of water, or at least close to it. I'm doing everything else for sure, the 45-minute walk and reading the 10 pages, but sometimes I don't drink all the water. I get really close. I try to get at least 80 ounces of water, but that 101, which is 3 liters, it's just too much, okay? I don't know, sometimes it's too much. Sometimes I drink it, it's no problem, but sometimes I'm like, it's too much water. So, what was I talking about? Oh, okay, I need to leave because I'm going to the first apartment. It's about 20-ish minutes away, so I like to give myself time to like park and different stuff. And so this first one is in Buckhead. It's called, what is it called? Where's my phone? The Irby. So in Buckhead, it's close to like the Whole Foods and stuff over there, if you are familiar. I'm annoyed because this was the one I was supposed to go to the last time you guys saw me, because I had scheduled the tour that first day. So it was all 3 apartments in Buckhead. And so there was a little issue, but there are not gonna be any issues today, so we're good. We're good, we're good. Okay, I'm back. And no, I'm not back from the first apartment. I went and saw all 4. Why did I somehow leave the memory card here at the house? I was so annoyed. Also, the first 2 tours were back to back. I was flustered trying to get to them. So it ended up working out. It's fine. But I'm just going to sit and chat, and then I'll show you the apartments as I talk about them. So first one that last time I saw you, we said we were going to the Irby in Buckhead. So first, when I got there, I was about 10 minutes early. I could have been earlier, but you know, whatever. I didn't leave on time, you know, I was almost late. Okay. And so I got there was nowhere to park in the future resident spots. All 5 of them were full. And then they have a parking lot that's attached that also does retail parking. So you can pull a ticket and they will validate it. So I went down to go into that area, completely full, and other people were circling it with me. There were so many people. So then I left that parking again, put the ticket back in, and you know, it didn't charge me because I wasn't in there that long. And then I circled the block, nowhere to park, tons of people. And then at one point I was just like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna be late for the appointment. I can't find anywhere to park. And I circled it again. I went down to the retail spots again, and there still wasn't one. I pulled another ticket, put it back, and then finally someone was coming out of a 15-minute loading zone spot that's like right by the leasing office. So I pulled into there, I ran inside, I told the person, sorry I'm late, and I actually am in the 15-minute spot, is that okay? And she gave me a parking pass that said I was doing a tour there to make sure it's okay. So first, let's show you guys the apartment so you guys can see it. It's cute, okay? So here's the apartment. The apartment was fine. The apartment's cute. It was fine. The first thing that kind of, you know, this place already pissed me off 2 weeks ago, right? When I had planned to go there and they ended up, you know, I couldn't do my tour. I went in there and, you know, she gave me the parking pass. I put it in my car. I get back in there and she's like, I know that we're supposed to do a tour together, but I'm super busy here and I'm the only person right now. So you're going to have to do a self-guided tour. Which is fine. It's fine. I didn't sign up for that, but that's fine. I was already kind of like, okay. And so she gave me a list of the apartments, and then it told me what floor the apartments were on and the unit number, and then it told me like certain amenities were on. I think one of them was on like the 5th or 6th floor, and then like there was another amenity on like the 12th floor, something like that. And then she gave me a key fob and she's like, okay, you can go, and if you have any questions you can just come back at the end and ask me. And I was just like, okay. I went to the actual unit and it smelled like someone had smoked weed in there for about 2 weeks and then moved out, and that's it. They didn't do anything to it, just smelled like straight weed. And you know, that's totally fine. That's not the smell I personally don't like that smell. I have no issue with people who smoke weed. I just don't like the smell, and I don't want it in my apartment, you know? And so that kind of like turned me off from the apartment. And then I tried to go see the amenities and it wasn't intuitive, okay? There was no sign when you get off the elevator that says go this way or this way to find the amenity. So I was just circling the floors, and I was kind of flustered in a rush because my next apartment tour is right after. And so then I get downstairs and I tell her I'm done. I saw the apartments, I enjoyed it, it was great, thanks. And she was just like, okay, cool, bye. I was like, damn, you're not gonna give me no information. You're not gonna tell. And I was like, am I able to check like the price on the apartment that she showed me? She's like, oh yeah, sorry. She's like, I'm so flustered. It's been a lot. There's been like 3 people moving in today. I'm like, okay, that's great. I love that for you. And so then she tells me that specific, she's like, oh yeah, you want to move in February. That one will be available February like 5th or 1st or whatever. And that specific unit is like 1960. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then she was like, all right, do you have any other questions? Okay, bye. And I was like, okay, bye. Because, you know, I've been to a lot of apartment tours, and typically at the end, when you're done with the questions, they're like, okay, well, I'm going to send you a list of all the apartments we looked at today with the pricing and also a link to our application and also my contact information, so that way you can call or email me with any questions. None of that, okay? So it's fine. I get it. She was stressed. It was a lot going on. But that one's just, it wasn't the best for me. So it's no big deal. The second apartment that I went to, I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm going to pick based off of now seeing all 4 of them today and the ones I saw 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to skip that one for now, just in case that ends up being the apartment. The third apartment that I went to see is called Central West Midtown at Star Meadows. Okay, so I love this one, okay? This one was great. This is, I really like this one. I actually saw this one last year, and it was my favorite last year, which is out of my price range last year. But this one, it was really nice. They have really great amenities. People are super nice. It's in a pretty good area. Like, you can walk to different stuff. I think it's close to a MARTA station, so it's convenient in that sense, like if you don't have a vehicle. So here's the video of the apartment. I really wish I had done the amenities for this one. The amenities on this one are amazing. Like, they have beautiful amenities. So I definitely think you should check it out if you're looking for an apartment in that area. This one, they had like basically stuff that was about 1900-ish. And then, or 18, I think it was 1880. So it was almost 1900, plus, you know, all the fees and stuff. And then they had studios that he showed me for my move-in time that were in the 1600 range. I don't want to pay 1600 for a studio, but you know, it is what it is. But I prefer not to have a studio because I really want a separate room. So I'm really mainly looking at 1-bedrooms. But I really like this one, so that's why I wanted to share it, because it's really nice. They had really nice, they have pretty good reviews online too, and they had really nice, like, the amenities were fabulous. Like, it has even a coffee shop attached. Next, the final apartment I saw, you know what? I shouldn't have even looked at this one, okay? Because when I first looked at this apartment, when I put it on my spreadsheet, it was in like December, and they had a 1-bedroom, 1-bath for like $1960, which is a lot, but like, I was like, I could do that. My budget's 2, so we're good, right? Why'd I go up in there? And she was like, what's your budget? And I told her 2,000. She's like, you know, we actually don't have anything under 2,300 currently, but would you still like to see them? And in my head, I'm thinking, what? Yeah. And then I told her, I was like, yeah, I'd love to see them if it's not too inconvenient, just in case like one of the other ones comes available. She's like, yeah, that'd be great. And so here's the apartment. I'll show it to you. I think I looked at one that was unfurnished and one that was furnished. So we'll look at the unfurnished one now. It's cute. It's cute. So now let's look at the furnished one. Oh, I love the furnished one. I love seeing a furnished apartment. It just really does it for me. So this one's great, and this one had really beautiful amenities. This one is in Midtown, like Midtown. The last one was in West Midtown, which is a little outside of the city. So this one had like the city views and stuff like that. So I really liked this one. Like, this one was the vibe for me. I will say though, it was kind of it's a new build, I think. So I think she said they built it in like the last 2 years, and so, or 3 years maybe. So I've noticed with the super new builds, when you're walking around, they do like a little echo kind of thing when you're walking. So I feel like if you're in the apartment underneath someone, it's gonna be loud as hell. I don't know if that's what that means, but that's what it felt like as we were walking. And also at one point, me and the leasing agent were walking through, and we walked past someone's apartment, and he was blasting his music so loud we could hear every single word. And I felt like she wanted to knock on his door and tell him to turn his music off, but she didn't. But we could hear him even way after we walked away. His music was so loud. Or was it just that the walls are thin? Who knows, right? The other one that was kind of like that too, that had the, where you could hear the sound, I don't know if I mentioned it, was the Beverly one that was in Buckhead. That one did the same thing. And it's just like, y'all got these expensive apartments, you can hear every step your neighbors take. So I don't know, but it was nice. If my budget was like $3,000, you know, that might have been the one. Ooh, or that first one I saw. I love that first one. I'm in my bedroom. I've just been relaxing. Okay, so I talked it over with my mom, and I told her about all the apartments. I sent her some of the video footage, and I've decided on the one that I didn't show you guys. So I did that just so you guys will know the name of the apartment, just to give me a little bit of, like, you know, privacy and safety. I love you guys, but I don't necessarily want you to know exactly where I live. You knowing I live in Atlanta is enough. You know what I mean? I hope you guys understand. But I've decided on that apartment. I think at that location specifically, I saw 3 different apartments, and one of them was no longer available, which was the one that was my absolute favorite. But the one that was the cheapest, actually, which was my second favorite, that one is still available. And honestly, me and my mom talked it over, and I think I want to do that one because it has pretty much everything that I want in an apartment, but significantly under my budget of $2,000. And also, the only thing that it's missing is a view. which is fine because realistically I have a view out of my office at work, and they have like a little, I think like a rooftop or like a little courtyard area where you can go and you can see stuff, like a view. I can leave my house and go see views of the city if I would like. So I don't think that's the worst thing ever, but this will allow me to like still be able to live in something that will feel like an upgrade from this place without me overextending myself, and being able to like really stick to my budget and my financial goals. Like I'm someone, I really like saving and budgeting, and I put it in my budget, and it will just give me a lot of like wiggle room in my budget if I'm not spending rent that's like at the top of my budget, you know what I'm saying? So that is why I decided on this one. So I have my computer. I've already started filling out all of the information in the application. So all I have to do is click submit. I can't show it to you because that's like some of my personal information on it, but we're about to click submit. Okay, so we've clicked submit. So this is like applying the application. They did say they use, I can't remember who they said they use to verify your income, but they use another system to verify your income. And so I'll receive an email from those people to, for them to confirm my income and all that good stuff. And then once that's confirmed, then they'll send me, I'll hear back from the apartment that I was either approved or not. I don't really see there being an issue with being approved. I just want to share, I'm so excited. So soon we're gonna be doing the moving vlogs, and apparently we're gonna be doing them a little bit earlier than I planned, which I will talk about that once I know for sure I've been approved for the apartment and that specific moving date and stuff like that. So I'll probably talk about it in the next vlog, because they said like today is Saturday, so they said it could take like up to 5 days. So hopefully like mid next week I'll know, and so I'll probably be filming again soon, and then by then I'll probably know that I got approved for the apartment or not, and I can talk a little bit more about my plan for moving, when it's gonna happen, and all that stuff. So that's everything. I'll definitely keep you guys updated in the next couple of vlogs with if I got approved for the apartment, and when I move, when I start packing, all of those good things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.